singer. Oh my god.
Love singing with me.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Spotlight. Here you have your boy Derek from the Unfiltered Brothers, and with me, I got my good bro, my frat brother, former roommate, all that, co-worker. Yeah, we just everything, man. I got Steven. with me today. I'll tell him what's up.
What's good, everybody? Stephen Keys in the building. Glad to be here. Glad to be a part of the spotlight. The Unfiltered Bros, y'all know I love y'all, so glad y'all consider me to be a part.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I mean, that was pretty much it.
Gotcha.
I don't know what else.
Nah, you Gucci.
We need to go into this.
Nah, yeah. I got my bro here. I wanted to interview him because he got a lot of things. He got a lot of things going on. He's like we just talked about. He stay on the road. He stay performing. So man,
Ain't no talking about it. They just clown me for the past 2 hours. Tell me, hey, bro, where you at? Hey, I'm in Houston this week, bro. Like, nah, that's not that's not what it is at all.
he stay booked though. Let's just be real. He stay booked. But just I just wanted to talk to him about some of the music endeavors that he been got having going on, and just pretty much how he get into music and everything. So we can start off with that first question. So, like, what age was it when that you got into music, and how did you get into music?
Um, yeah. Well, I started off with music. Pretty much my whole family was in music, like on both sides. My mom grew up singing. Her and my aunt, her sister, grew up singing in the church. My dad as well. He was one of seven, and out of seven siblings, I think six of them played an instrument. So music was just all around me growing up. One of my brothers, I have two brothers. One of my brothers played guitar, bass guitar. So it was just all around me. And I think like my very first memory, I think it was like the age of 3, because I started off playing drums and I was like beating pots and pans, like kitchen pots and pans at the age of 3. That's how you know my family's musical, because they enjoyed it and my mom didn't beat me for being on her pants. So but yeah, that's where it all started. Age of 3, playing drums, and then my dad, God rest his soul, he passed a month ago. Rest in peace. But one day I came home from school and I came home to a keyboard and a amp. He was like, I think you should learn it, and the rest is history from there. But yeah, age of 3.
That's what's up. So I guess the follow up question with that is how many instruments do you play, or at least know how to play?
Uh, I mean, I've only had experience with 3 instruments, but like my main instrument everyone knows is keys, piano. And so that's probably the main thing I stick to. I could play drums a little bit. I could play bass guitar a little bit, but like that's like only at home for my pleasure. But yeah, nah, mainly just keys though.
So I guess you pretty much answered my question. My follow up with that is so I guess piano is your favorite instrument out of all of them.
Uh, yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, it's my favorite. I mean, it's the one that I stuck with the most. I mean, I have other instruments out there that I love listening to and hearing. But like as far as what I feel I can bring my best to is definitely the piano.
Word. Is there out of the instruments, is there an instrument that you don't know how to play that you want to learn?
Man, nah. I'm not gonna even give you one because I feel like if I give you one, I'm gonna think of another one, and the list just gonna keep going. So honestly, nah, I lied. I lied. If I had one to play,
Stop capping, man.
if I had one to play just for just the overall cool factor, a saxophone. Like I would just love to like just go into somebody's jazz club with my sats, just kill the show, and then
And walk off.
walk off, and then enjoy whatever comes from that.
What do you expect to come from that?
Shows,
Okay.
networking opportunities.
Okay.
Hey, you know, it's a lot of fun being out there, man. I mean, it comes with a lot of, a lot of trials, but I mean, it's a lot of fun being out there and just bringing the show to the people. So, yeah.
Alright, that's what's up. So, next question is, now think about this. Really think about this. Do you enjoy playing instruments more, or do you enjoy singing more, or at least performing more?
Man, I've actually. It's funny that you say that. I've actually thought about this. Even before you asked me this question, like it's something I've actually thought about a lot. Um, right now, I'm enjoying singing more because it's just like that's like the newest territory for me. Like I guess I grew up singing, but like I never really like considered it fully until not too long ago. So like singing for me has been um, kind of fun because I mean, people you're using your voice as a human instrument, and so a lot of people don't realize how much it takes to actually go into that. Which was kind of why I started, teaching choirs and kind of teaching people how to sing. That's why I really got my degree in voice as well. Just because it's actually pretty cool when you just look at the mechanics behind singing and using your voice and how the voice operates as a muscle, and it is a muscle, so it requires exercise just like any other body part or any other muscle.
Following up with that, so I guess when you performing, I guess because like me as an example, like just like coaching or just anything like that, um, just seeing I guess the reaction of people, or I can say playing music or whatever, just seeing how people react to what you're doing, and you seeing them in a good spirit and everything like that. So like when you performing like and you see that, how do that really make you feel when you actually see people actually enjoying what you're doing?
So I've come to learn that crowd reaction sometimes really isn't everything. Just because we as human beings, we're all, although we have the same makeup, we all have different personalities. So we may react to things differently than other people. So I'm happy if I have a standing full crowd, but I'm also happy if most of the crowd is sitting and there's one or two people that's really into it and enjoying it. My goal now is to not really move the entirety of the crowd. Is to really just hopefully just inspire one person or move one person that's always came in to wherever I'm performing having a bad day or whatever, and just needing music to get their mind off of things. I really truly believe music to be a healing property, so I try to I try to encourage that everywhere I go.
That's what's up. So, music person. So I gotta ask this question. It's really like a two-part question. So, first one, I need your top five singers. I need your top five singers. Do you need 10? I can give you 10.
No. I mean, it's just, oh my goodness. All right, any genre. All right, so top five, man. Um, oh sheesh, this is gonna be crazy. All right, so man, I listen to so many vocalists. It's like it's hard to put them into like five.
It don't have to be no order.
I know. Oh well, yeah, okay. Um, man, my mind is all over the place right now. All right, so I'm gonna just go with one. Um, Whitney. Like, I mean, you can't not have Whitney on the list. Whitney Houston. Um, I look at David Ruffin from the Temptations. Like, if you look at, like, especially like his solo performances, like after he left the Temps, like, you really understood why he wanted to call it David Ruffin and the Temptations. Like, old boy was putting in work. Like, nah, fact, like old boy was putting in work.
I seen somebody put it on Twitter. I'm not sure if you seen it, but it was like what is it? Was it My Girl? It wasn't My Girl. It was one of the like the main songs that they sang, but it took like the instruments out. They took the beat out, and it was just strictly the vocals. Yeah. So I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Nah, David was cold, man. He was cold. So Whitney, David. I'm trying to get somebody new out there. Lucky Day, like as a new artist, I think Lucky Day is like killing the game because like I'm gonna be real, like music nowadays is becoming like really bite sized and easy to attain. It's more so I feel like it's more so become like I feel like music has become more so like, popularity than like, people who can really sing. And so Lucky is kind of keeping R&B music alive in that aspect. Um, but yeah, Whitney, David, Lucky. Man, I still got two more, right? Whitney, Lucky, David. Who? All right, so I'm trying to go through all of them. So as far as jazz, so I have like jazz artists, Esperanza Spalding, um, dope jazz artist. She plays bass guitar, um, which honestly you just have cool points in my book. Like a female that plays bass guitar, I don't know why. I just love that. Yeah, it's just weakness. Yeah, I get weak. I can hardly speak. But nah, Esperanza Spalding, and then lastly, just because I love her and her vibe and like her music, just like I don't know why. Um, Erica Badu, and now that I say Erica Badu, like there's more artists coming to mind that I forgot to put in the list, but it's all good. I'll go with those five. So Whitney, David, Lucky, Esperanza, Erica. Like I'll say top five for me because those are the ones that are heavy in rotation for me.
Okay, okay. So you might can redeem yourself, cause I don't want singers now. I need your top five artists now.
Top five artists.
Artists.
So you mean like just as a performer? As a performer and entertainer?
Overall, not just the vocalist.
Oh, overall? Oh. Well, I'm going to give you like number one. Oh, man. They tied for real. And I know people might think this is like, this might be a hot take or people might not like this. But so top two tied for me is one, Michael Jackson, two, Beyonce. Just because not just like the amount of preparation that goes into their shows, like just as musicians, just seeing what goes into their shows, and how they tailor make their show for each individual stop. So like, and then just all the elements they add to it, and just being able to hit the notes that they do, like while singing and dancing, like while dancing, like definitely like Michael and Beyonce top two. Um, Man, another artist. Let me. Uh, this is still hard for me. Beyonce, MJ. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna just cut it off. I'm gonna just cut it off. Nah, for real. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna just cut it off and leave it at those two. Cause like I just personally, no one else comes to mind that can even like, in my opinion, really sit in line with those two at this very moment. I lied. Third one, Prince. That's it. But even Prince, like, I'm not even looking at that as more so like an artist. Like Prince gave great shows, but like, of course, Prince is added to that just because of musician, the type of musician that he was. So yeah, Beyonce, MJ, Prince.
I don't know, Steve.
Who?
Like you just squeeze some more now.
Beyonce, MJ, Prince.
Hold on, who you got? You haven't named. Well, I thought you was gonna name this person on the singing tip. Usher.
I would name Usher. Not top five, but I would name Usher.
Not top five like artists.
Oh, top five artists? Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, see, that's
Okay, so since we go in there, this is really gonna probably be an unpopular opinion. So I'm still keeping MJ, still keeping Beyonce, still keeping Prince. I'll keep Usher up there, but if I'm going to put Usher up there to add to that list, because Tank said this and I truly agree with him, like R. Kelly.
Thank you.
Like I have to put R. Kelly up there just because like once again, R. Kelly, like Tank said it, like R. Kelly really is the king of music. Like Tank said it himself. Like if you really look at all the hot hits of R&B back in the day, if you look at the credits, Robert Kelly is on a good amount of those credits. And so either wrote them or produced them. And I know we're talking about him as an artist as well, but like I know we're mainly focusing on him as an artist, but like even if you look at his shows though, like his shows were just as the same. And I'm sorry, like I have to go ahead and say this, but like people don't realize people laughed and talked about Trapped in the Closet, but if you really think about it, Trapped in the Closet was like
That's a black movie to me.
not even just a black movie, but like Trapped in the Closet is like, remember when Carmen came out with Beyonce and it was like Carmen was a hip hopper, Carmen the hip hopper, and it's like I can really even classify as a hip hopper because when you listen to opera music, like they're singing the entirety of the time. There's no spoken words. All the spoken lines are even sung, like even before you do a song. So if you look at Trapped in the Closet, all of that, although it's sung by R. Kelly and narrated by R. Kelly, it's all sung. So I say this all the time. Trapped in the Closet is the one and only black hip hopper that I know of to this day. So off of that alone, like you gotta give him his credit. Other stuff aside, like of course we can't condone any of that, but like just his music, like he contributed a lot to R&B like in the 90s and then even into now. So yeah. I'm glad. Thank you for because you got the spotlight in my face and just blinding me out all these thoughts in my head. I'm sorry.
Look, I'm preparing. I'm preparing you for the future when you got the big lights on you,
And
baby.
still do the same thing.
You know what I'm saying? I wish I would pay for some goddamn tickets and your ass up there just smiling, looking like B Rabbit. The fuck you doing? Send your ass back to 8 Mile. Goddamn it. Thank you. Cause I was gonna mention that I couldn't believe you locked him out. But yeah.
I was thinking of like who puts on a good show, but yeah.
True. Because moving on from that. So when you look at just where you started from, where you at now with this music endeavor, what vision do you see for your music career?
Oh. Um, to be honest, man, I just want to be open to go wherever God takes me. Um, and so, wherever that means, wherever that means, you know, North Carolina, Georgia, whatever, or just touring, anything like that. Um, I just, of course, at the end of the day, just make sure every move that I make is God given for me. Um, I do try to acknowledge the fact uh, that wherever I go and wherever I play, that it is His gift that He's given me to make all of this work. And so I just want to make sure that as I use His gift, I just make sure I operate in it purely, and that I'm just doing things for the right reasons and being motivated for the right reasons. So I can't really tell you where I feel like where I'll be in the next few years, but whatever it is, I'm just hoping it's God ordained, and I'm happy. I'm just gonna put it to you like that.
Word, that's what's up. So I see you got the head on. So explain a little bit to the people, you know about the drive band, what y'all do, and just pretty much, how did it come about?
So yeah, shout out to the Drive Band of Lynchburg, Virginia. Jasmine Harvey, Emmanuel Barnes, Jamari Monroe. We started the band last year. Myself, Jamari E, we all play instruments. So we wanted to bring R&B with a little touch of neo soul to the Lynchburg area. And then Jasmine came in as a vocalist, and we just been hitting ever since. And we've been blessed in the year that we've been in existence to be on 3 festivals. The One Soul, the One Family Soul Food Festival, which was here in Lynchburg, that included Life Jennings, a whole lot of other people as well. The Leo Soul Festival, which was back in my hometown of Halifax, had some dope artists on there as well. And then lastly, we just did the R&B Festival in October, which is here in Lynchburg, that included Jacquees. I can never pronounce his name correctly. Jacquees. I'm just saying it both times just to make sure I cover all bases. Just edit the wrong part. Yeah, you edit that out. Feel me? But it included him, Switch, Full Force has been at both events. Was at both of those events, and so yeah, man. Just in that year, just being blessed to just once again just share music and just have those opportunities. It's been fun for sure.
So just you're someone who has been leading a lot of music groups, starting back at Longwood, with Basic. Um, then you had Praise Elevated. I'm not sure if y'all rose in the drive, but I'm gonna just say the drive too. Probably more than that. I just don't know. Of course, you have your church events and stuff like that as well. So just, I guess, just describe some of the challenges that come with leading a music group.
He want me to talk about some people, y'all. I don't know how to feel about that. Nah, to be for real, man. Everywhere you go, if you're dealing with a large group of people, just like how I mentioned about crowd reaction, you're just going to deal with different personalities. And so what I've had to learn and grow, is just how one approach doesn't fit all. So, just learning how to approach people, with kindness, and letting them know that, I'm still here for them, but, I still have to, be in that role of a leader, during those certain times. So yeah, just dealing with personalities, and honestly, just knowing when to take a break. Like me personally, I I run a lot, and then also at the same time, I'm kind of one of those people is like I have to learn how to delegate as well, because I'm one of those people that feels like, hey, can't nobody do it better than me. so yeah, like, learning how to deal with different personalities, learning how to delegate tasks to people, because um I really feel like we're respected and measured by the company that we keep. So if you can't trust the company that you keep around you to do the task that you would do yourself, then why would they be around you? So learning how to delegate the tasks to the people, to the company that you keep, um, or the company that you decide to keep, and then just learning how to take those breaks and rest, because you can't pour from an empty cup.
Facts. Just follow with that. Like how you saying, learn how to delegate because you feel like you the best one for the job, or you could just do everything. I don't know. Well, that could be both for strength and weakness. But at the same time, it's definitely draining if you try to do everything by yourself. But just sticking on, like, just being involved with all those groups and just the music experience and everything like that. What are some of the best memories when it comes to like performing that you have?
Honestly, I think just to see the finished product come together, like, that's just always the memory that I have. Like, of course, rehearsals are, like, there's always rehearsals and everything, which is a very important part of the process. But for me, what I really remember is, like, just the finished product being put together, um, and just, you know, just how to move and how to grow from there. If I have any memories that are like special, yeah, once again, like, it's so many. It's so many. I mean, I've been doing this for like 15 plus years, and like, it's so many, too many to name. But I can say they were all memories made that when the finished product came together, and just being able to just um kind of live in the experience of that finished product with your brothers and sisters in music. It's something special about that. But yeah.
Like it or like it. So three more questions. That's it for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get out your hair. You know what I'm saying? But uh what well who are some of the people, and this could be, local, it could be a celebrity, whatever, well known, however you want to describe it, that you would like to work with when it comes to music?
Oh man. Once again, too many to name. Um, five. Sheesh. Nah, I could probably come up with five. One, Erica Badu, just because when I'm mainly just thinking about like just shows and the live experience. Like, Erica Badu, just because of the vibe that she brings. Um, Music Soul Child. Everybody knows me, knows I'm a big Music Soul Child fan. Um, Robert Glasper. Like, if you don't know who Robert Glasper is, like, he's definitely a cold dude, cold pianist, in like jazz slash neo soul. He's low key like a DJ Khaled of the jazz neo soul world. Like, he's a yeah, nah, for real. Like, he's a pianist, like, he's a dope pianist, but like, he also does like just collaboration albums with, like, he brings on like different neo soul R&B artists to do tracks with. Um, so he's actually got, like, it's called Black Radio. He's got like a couple albums out, named under Black Radio. That's got some dope tracks on there. But Robert Glasper is definitely one. Um, so Erica, Robert, uh, man, the Hamiltons. The Hamiltons. Just because I know, like, not only they can sing, but they can clown. Just seeing like their YouTube videos, like I know just like behind the scenes they probably clowning 24/7. So I know like on and off the stage I'm gonna have fun. Um Man, that was three. Yeah. I'm gonna do one more. You said five, but I'm gonna do one more. So we have Erica, we have Robert Glasper, we have the Hamiltons. Oh, we yep, Music Soul Child, and then lastly definitely John Legend. Like John, like yeah, John Legend. Like I don't know, like I think I saw like one of his like he had like a live like concert like broadcasted, and like just every element of his live concert at that time was just dope. And then like back then, like John was putting out some really good feel good music. So like just be able to you know go and hit those hits from memory lane with him would be dope. But so yeah, we got those five. That actually, yeah, I'm surprised it didn't take me as long.
That's a good fact. So, like, lastly, like one of the last questions, serious questions. What, pretty much, what keeps you motivated, and what advice you would give someone that's on a similar path as you?
Um, Honestly, what keeps me motivated is um having like-minded people around me. Well, let me rephrase that. So, what keeps me motivated is a support. Like you got to have a support system. Um, so that support system includes, consists of God, my family, and then not just my friends, but also like-minded individuals who do what I do that I can talk to and kind of share ideas off of. But that keeps me motivated, and then just listening to music, like just listening to new music, getting new ideas. Um, Honestly, man, just being in the car some days by myself and just kind of listening to music, like it's literally having a concert in my car. Um, just because of who knows where my radio may go, depending on how long the drive is. To be honest, Derek could probably tell you that he's rode in the car with me a few times. So yeah. So but yeah, man, just having that support system and just um, listening to music, seeing as much being in live music as much as I can without having to be a part as well. Because I think musicians a lot of times, of course, when we're at concerts, we're on one side of the stage and not really on the other side. So just seeing other musicians in that element as well helps to keep me motivated. Um, and that's also kind of ties into my advice, all of that. But of course, with the advice, the biggest thing I want to give you is just like give those. It's just like just continue to be confident. Um, be confident in your gift. If you believe that you have a gift, if you believe that this is your gift, then follow it fully and don't let anything stand in your way, not even yourself. Because as musicians, um, music and the arts is something that is different from anything else, such as like math, science, anything like that. Because in math, you have something Pythagorean theorem, all that stuff that we learn that we never use, all that stuff that we learn that we never use in math, and then science. Scientific theory, Pavlov's theory. There are certain theories and formulas that have been set in place for years that kind of establish a standard for those disciplines. With art, there is no standard technically. The standard is what you make it, and because of that, and with also art being an extension of yourself, we're sometimes afraid to put that extension out there because of how it'll be judged or how it'll be, you know, accepted by people. But I say all that to say is no matter where you are in your journey, remember that it is still a journey. It is still a process. So never be afraid to put yourself out there. Never be afraid to take those risks. Never be afraid to, stand up on your 2 feet and share your gift with the world because we're gonna always need music. We're gonna always need music out there. No matter the time, no matter the tide, no matter the trend. We may be in one trend of music now, but that trend is going to change within the next 5 to 10 years. So we're going to always need music. So just continue to keep creating.
Appreciate that. And the last question, it wasn't even one of my questions, but I thought of it because I need to know. And this it involves two people, and I only need a name. But it was been the debate. Actually, it's been a debate for years now, and you didn't mention this person in any of your singing or the artist, right? 20 for 20 versus. I don't want no explanation. I just need a name.
Okay.
Usher or Chris Brown?
Like 20, like, are we going, we just going based off hits?
20 for 20.
This has been another episode of the Unfiltered Spotlight.
Don't do this to me, Steven.
This has been another episode.
This is really not a hard question, Steven.
Man, what?
Especially coming from you. It's not hard.
Yes, it is
Nope.
hard. Do you understand the thought process that goes into that? Oh man, y'all don't like. You have to look at the hits. You have to look at the hits, the singing, the dancing. Like you're just talking about hits, or are you talking about overall?
I mean, now it's got to be performance since we open. So it's return, But they both gonna sound good.
I know. They both gonna sound good. They
So
both
that's
gonna
not the
perform
question.
well.
So it comes down to the hits.
Oh man. Honestly,
It's not hard.
Usher. I'm sorry. It's got to be Usher.
Thank you, Steven. It's not a hard question.
Yes,
Not
it is,
no, it's
man.
not.
Yes, it is.
Yes or no? Do Chris Brown got a hit that's better than Confessions? Do he got a hit that's better than Lovers and Friends?
I'm sorry. Confessions. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. I forgot how hard Confessions really did hit. Like Confessions, like
We wanted to sing in the rain with Burn.
yeah.
Bad Girl Superstar?
Did.
And we just on the Confessions album here. We just on the Confessions album.
But see, I'm looking at it because I'm at a back then when all that was out, I wasn't at an age where I could fully appreciate it then. But like when Chris Brown first came out, yo, poppin', all of that, like that was right up my alley. So that's why it was hard. But yeah, Confessions, like that man put his heart out on one album. Like, so yeah.
I should.
You won't even need a 20. You could just play that Confessions album. You'd be good.
You know what I'm saying? I should just got too many strong classics.
Good, yeah.
Chris Brown too. But I don't, maybe Chris Brown probably got like, out of 20, shoot, I get Chris Brown probably like maybe 7 of them, maybe.
Yeah.
But Usher just got some strong hits.
Usher do got some strong hits.
Strong, nice and slow.
He do. Nice.
What's better than nice and slow that Chris Brown got? Don't say Take You Down.
Take You Down. I wouldn't even put Take You Down in that same category. Because, I mean, if you think about he got Nice and Slow, he got My Way. Nice and Slow, My Way. Sheesh, all of that confessions.
It's too much. Too much.
Climax, because Climax is like still my joint. Yeah, it's a lot.
It's too much.
It's a lot.
It's not hard, Steve. It's not
It's a
hard.
lot. Okay.
You know. So
Once again, it's a spotlight. The spotlight
Listen.
got me blinded. Okay, it's blinding my thoughts.
stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
It's blinding my thoughts.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, this has been another episode of the Spotlight. You want to get them your socials, your personal social, or the drive socials?
Yeah. Yeah, so you can follow. Yeah, yeah, you can follow the drive. So the drive is on Instagram. It is the drive underscore VA, and then on Facebook it's the drive dash VA. So just don't forget those two differences. So yeah, we're on Instagram and we're on Facebook. And then lastly, you can follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Music to the Soul, MUSIC, the number 2, THA Soul. Once again, MUSIC, the number 2, THA Soul. So Music to the Soul, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and then I'm also on Facebook as well. I'm pretty sure I'll be, still be doing some more. I'm actually kind of winding down as the year ends, but the drive will be in Farmville this weekend, November 5th. I think we're doing a private event there, and then that'll be it for the year. But then, of course, new year, new opportunities. So just just keep a lookout. Trying to have some other things in mind as well. In the process of trying to get some kind of, get a clothing line together that kind of caters to musicians and what we do. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, man, just good things hopefully coming.
Cool, good stuff. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all support the bro. And also, of course, make sure y'all follow us. YouTube link is right on the corner. I'll most likely probably start putting the audio of all the spotlights on like Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. So yeah, just make sure you subscribe to us on those podcast platforms as well. So I'll be coming out soon with a new series for our podcast. I'm going to label it right now. I'm labeling it as just Living Legends, but it's going to be just focused on the Prince Edward area, just showing appreciation to some of the people that have a lot of impact on the community. I feel like just it's a good way to show our appreciation, of course, with a lot of stuff going on in the world. A lot of people may not, feel that appreciation or see it or anything like that. So I'm planning all that out. I'm not sure when it's gonna come out yet. Probably in the next few months or so. But yeah, just be on the lookout for that. But with that, y'all stay blessed and stay safe, and we out here.